Pain, an unpleasant sensory and emotional experience, serves a crucial evolutionary purpose. It acts as a warning signal, alerting us to potential or actual tissue damage. This protective mechanism is essential for survival, prompting us to withdraw from harmful stimuli and prevent further injury. Imagine touching a hot stove. The immediate pain sensation compels you to retract your hand reflexively, minimizing the burn.
At its core, pain is a complex interplay of physiological and psychological processes. It begins with the activation of specialized sensory receptors called nociceptors, which are distributed throughout our bodies. These receptors are designed to detect noxious stimuli, such as extreme temperatures, mechanical pressure, or chemical irritants. Once activated, nociceptors transmit electrical signals along nerve fibers to the spinal cord and ultimately the brain.
The experience of pain is not merely a linear transmission of signals. Instead, the brain plays an active role in processing and interpreting these signals, shaping our perception of pain. Factors such as past experiences, emotional state, and contextual cues can influence how we perceive and respond to painful stimuli. For instance, a soldier wounded in battle might experience less pain compared to someone who sustains a similar injury in a civilian setting.
Understanding the biological basis of pain is crucial for appreciating its universality across different species. While we may not always be able to communicate verbally with animals, recognizing the shared physiological mechanisms underlying pain perception allows us to better understand and alleviate their suffering.
For centuries, the question of whether animals experience pain similar to humans has been a topic of debate. While early scientific thought often dismissed animal pain as mere reflex, modern research has provided compelling evidence to the contrary. The field of animal sentience, which studies the capacity of animals to experience feelings and sensations, has made significant strides in demonstrating that humans are not alone in their ability to feel pain.
Comparative neuroanatomy reveals striking similarities in the nervous systems of humans and other animals, particularly mammals. The presence of nociceptors, nerve fibers, and brain regions involved in pain processing across diverse species strongly suggests that the capacity for pain is widespread in the animal kingdom.
Moreover, animals exhibit behavioral responses to painful stimuli that are remarkably similar to those observed in humans. Consider a dog yelping and withdrawing its paw after stepping on a sharp object. This reaction, much like our own instinctive response to pain, highlights the shared experience of pain across species. Furthermore, studies have shown that animals, like humans, learn to avoid situations associated with pain, indicating an understanding and memory of the unpleasant sensation.
The physiological responses to pain, such as increased heart rate, rapid breathing, and elevated stress hormones, are also remarkably conserved across species. These shared physiological reactions provide further evidence for the universality of pain and highlight the importance of recognizing and alleviating animal suffering.
The journey of pain, from the initial stimulus to the conscious perception of pain, is a complex and fascinating process involving a network of specialized cells and pathways. Understanding this journey is crucial for appreciating the intricate mechanisms underlying pain perception and for developing effective strategies to manage and alleviate pain in both humans and animals.
The process begins with the activation of nociceptors, the specialized sensory receptors responsible for detecting noxious stimuli. These receptors are located throughout the body, in the skin, muscles, joints, and internal organs, acting as sentinels constantly monitoring our environment for potential threats. When a noxious stimulus, such as a burn, cut, or strong pressure is detected, nociceptors convert this stimulus into electrical signals.
These electrical signals are then transmitted along specialized nerve fibers called afferent neurons, which carry the pain message from the site of injury towards the spinal cord. The spinal cord acts as a relay station, receiving incoming pain signals from the body and transmitting them upwards to the brain. Within the spinal cord, the pain signals are processed and modulated, influencing the intensity and quality of pain perceived.
From the spinal cord, the pain signals ascend to the brain, where they reach various regions involved in pain perception, including the thalamus, somatosensory cortex, and limbic system. The thalamus acts as a central hub, relaying the pain signals to different areas of the brain for further processing. The somatosensory cortex is responsible for localizing the pain, allowing us to pinpoint the exact location of the injury. The limbic system, on the other hand, is involved in the emotional and behavioral responses to pain, such as fear, anxiety, and withdrawal. Section 4. Deciphering pain nociception versus pain perception.
While the terms nociception and pain are often used interchangeably, they represent distinct, albeit interconnected, concepts. Understanding the difference between these two terms is crucial for appreciating the complexity of pain and for recognizing that the absence of overt pain behavior does not necessarily equate to the absence of pain experience.
Nociception refers to the physiological process of detecting and transmitting noxious stimuli. It's the body's way of sensing potentially harmful events, such as extreme temperatures, mechanical pressure, or chemical irritants. This process involves the activation of nociceptors, specialized sensory receptors that convert noxious stimuli into electrical signals, which are then transmitted to the central nervous system.
Pain, on the other hand, is a more complex phenomenon that encompasses both the sensory and emotional aspects of the experience. It is the subjective, unpleasant feeling that arises from the interpretation of nociceptive signals by the brain. Pain is influenced by a variety of factors, including past experiences, emotional state, and contextual cues, making it a highly personal and subjective experience.
While nociception is a prerequisite for pain, it does not always result in the conscious perception of pain. In certain situations, such as during intense physical activity or in life-threatening circumstances, the body may suppress the conscious experience of pain even in the presence of nociception. This phenomenon, known as stress-induced analgesia, highlights the complex interplay between physiological and psychological factors in pain perception.
Furthermore, it is essential to recognize that animals, like humans, can experience pain without necessarily exhibiting overt pain behaviors. Factors such as fear, stress, or the desire to avoid appearing vulnerable may lead animals to mask signs of pain. Therefore, relying solely on behavioral cues to assess pain in animals can be misleading, and it is crucial to consider physiological indicators and contextual factors to ensure their well-being.
Section 5. Shared sensations, evidence of pain sensitivity across species.
The question of whether animals experience pain similar to humans has long been a subject of scientific inquiry and ethical debate. While animals cannot verbally express their pain, a wealth of evidence from comparative neuroanatomy, behavioral studies, and physiological responses strongly suggests that pain sensitivity is widespread in the animal kingdom.
Comparative neuroanatomy reveals striking similarities in the nervous systems of humans and other animals, particularly mammals. The presence of nociceptors, specialized sensory receptors that detect noxious stimuli in various species, provides compelling evidence for the shared capacity for pain perception. These nociceptors, along with the neural pathways responsible for transmitting pain signals to the brain, are remarkably conserved across species, highlighting a shared evolutionary history of pain sensitivity.
Behavioral studies further support the notion that animals experience pain. Animals exposed to noxious stimuli exhibit a range of behavioral responses that are strikingly similar to those observed in humans, such as vocalization, withdrawal, limping, and guarding of the injured area. These behavioral responses are not merely reflexive, but are often accompanied by physiological changes indicative of pain, such as increased heart rate, rapid breathing, and elevated stress hormones.
Moreover, animals, like humans, learn to avoid situations associated with pain. Studies have shown that animals will actively avoid areas where they have previously experienced pain, indicating an understanding and memory of the unpleasant sensation. This learned avoidance behavior provides further evidence for the cognitive and emotional aspects of pain perception in animals.
The cumulative evidence from comparative neuroanatomy, behavioral studies, and physiological responses paints a compelling picture of pain sensitivity as a widespread phenomenon in the animal kingdom. Recognizing the shared capacity for pain across species has profound ethical implications for how we treat and interact with animals in our care and in the wild.